As I was swimming my laps and I would look over at this immense concrete wall, it struck me one day, it's just begging for a ceramic mural. My younger son entered 6th grade at Fulmore Middle School, and at back to school night, his art teacher, Wanda Montemayor, started talking about the ceramic mural she was doing with her students for the facade of the school.
The idea and the birth of the project began with me finishing up my art therapy program. You could either write a 100-page thesis or you could create a project. And I was like, project sounds way better.
A parent of a child said, oh, you know what, at Deep Eddy Pool, there's this wall that's big and ugly, and they took out these cottonwood trees and put in this huge 11-foot high curving wall, and it just is an eyesore. And maybe you could come up with a mosaic idea for that.
Lila approached me at the beginning of the school year. She had no idea that I fully developed the entire thesis. I said, yeah, I would love to.
Wanda Montemayor and Lila Levinson came to us with this idea of creating a mosaic mural on the wall that goes along the ramp from the parking lot down to the hike and bike trail. A mural which would depict the life and history of the pool and this area before the pool was here.
We could have done a beautiful design about water or diving or whatever. But the name Deep Eddy had always been a mystery to me. Like, what did that mean? What did it refer to, the eddy?
Before the Colorado River, now known as Lady Bird Lake, formerly Town Lake, was dammed up, there was a rock formation in the river that created an eddy. And an eddy is simply just a place where the water in a river will be obstructed by something in the river, causing water kind of to recirculate.
If Austin had a sort of Coney Island or something, it sort of started out as a Coney Island. It was a beach resort outside of the city, at the end of the streetcar line, somewhere between 1910 all the way really up to the Depression. People's entertainment were traveling shows.
A circus promoter had bought the land in partnership with a couple of other people, and he added all of these attractions that you would find at a carnival or a circus. Like there would be the horse diving lady, or there would be a trapeze. Like that would be a typical circus thing. And of course, they put one so that you could flip into the pool. How fun was that? There were these giant slides.
In 1921, one of the spectacles at the Deep Eddy Bathing Beach was a diving baby named Marcia Burke, who wasn't even 6 years old, and she would stand atop the platform with her arms stretched out and would proceed to dive 100 feet into the waters there at the bathing beach.
And so I thought it would be really fun at that mural to give people not only something gorgeous that fit in with the scenery that was blue and green, kind of like the area, but also to inform them from the Indians that used to live there to the roaring 20s heyday of sort of Schlitterbahn of the era.
So we were still working on this as our design for 4 years. And then we met with Jean Graham. We showed her our little Prismacolor.
They had to come up with a really detailed budget. They had to come up with a visual design for the project.
Lisa went to the History Center, and she went and looked at all of the historic images that she could find and read all the articles about the pool. She took all of the photocopies and scanned them in and made them JPEGs. Then we enlisted Chris Blankenship to help us with the layout. Chris and Lisa and I all sat and we pulled together the composition, but we were really trying to figure out the final layout, you know, what's gonna look good from the viewer at the pool. And so that's how we did the first process.